So we're here to solve this statue park puzzle by Ashish Kumar called Pairs. It has a cute visual theme with a black and white circle going together for each of the clue groups. And as we start in this upper left corner of the grid, these blackened circles will always be distinct tetrominoes. They're too far apart. They're 5 cells apart to come together. So for a group like this has to come over to the cell, but we're not going to be able to take the cell from this other shape because that would cut off too much of the grid. As we mark these in, this tetromino has to grow, but it can't grow down to take a join with this group. It also can't shut off this area. It can't join to grow and touch this group, so it just has enough space and only enough space to form a T-tetromino. That same story is going to play out with this shape. This shape can take one more cell here, but then get shut off. It can take one more cell here, then get shut off. So it has just enough space to grow to be a T-tetromino, and both T-tetrominos are now in the grid. We have this shape starting to grow out, and notice these white cells getting pinned in the upper right corner, so we're going to have to come down this channel. If this tetromino only took cells to the top, it would isolate this cell, so it has to come down. It can't take this cell, that would form another T tetromino, and we already have both in the grid, so it comes to here. This blackened group is now forced to be an L, so we have both L's and both T's in the grid. In this upper right corner, there's just enough space for this to be one tetromino, not two, so these have to join, form an I. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shapes. This will be 7, 8. These can't touch. And then across these 3 clues will be 9 and 10. So 2 of these groups connect, and the last will be a unique shape. The first thing I'm seeing is that probably this has to connect with this. Let's say they don't connect. Then we have to come through like this, and we'd have an L option, but L's are all in the grid. The I option would isolate stuff down here, and there's no other shape that can go. So this black and this black connect, and the only shape that can take, because the L's are already in the grid, is going to be an S shape. So we can put this in for sure. That now is going to give us quick progress with this other group. It's always going to have to take this cell, and in taking that cell, it's going to put an O up top. This will take at least one cell on the left edge, which means that to get out of the grid, it's got to take these, and so we get another O in the grid. We're now left with one S to place and one I to place. This black circle can't be part of an I, so this one is. And then we have to put a valid S shape into the grid. This one would close off too much, but this one is the answer to the puzzle. So we got our way through the grid by thinking about tight spaces, isolated tetrominos. After we had the T's and L's down, we could force an S on the side, and then just figuring out how to get all the 10 placements made, including the unique I, was a key step at the end. So I hope you got something through watching this video that will help you with other statue park puzzles, and we'll see you again soon.